Alrighty, so when we last left off, our heroes went off to bed. And the last thing that had happened, because I like to fuck with a particular player character, they saw an Alfiq thumbing through a dresser and then leaving before the Alfiq decided to slam the door shut on them.
Bitch.
While everything was extremely loud. However, I will say this, for the two characters that couldn't make it to the last session, I need both of you to roll me a Constitution save.
Okay, give me a second.
Still trying to pull up my fucking...
Take your time. Okay.
Yeah, I can still pop it out.
18.
Okay.
A con save, you said?
Yep.
Okay. $21.
Okay, you are both fine. Alex? Let's see how bad your hangover is. Yes.
Alright, bitch. Alright, where's my fucking character token? There you go.
Because you got drunk without touching a single drop of alcohol.
Apparently, you've contracted autoimmune syndrome.
No, I've contracted demigod threw a bottle of wine at my head disease.
Benevolent.
You probably deserved it.
I don't know why it was rolled at advantage, but just take the 3.
I am going to take the 3. You awake with your head pounding.
I imagine the 11 wouldn't have been much better.
The 11 would have actually succeeded the save.
I am still
I had rolled for it.
under my bed, wrapped in a blanket, just hoping that the world ends.
Okay.
All right, so where am I? Where is Gregor?
You are currently... well...
Scroll down and you'll find some more rooms.
And you'll find those. But you're basically upstairs. You're basically in a room. And...
I'm in some...
Yeah.
So I'm in a room bleeding.
Yes.
Bleeding?
Well,
yes,
that's what he wants to do. Yeah, he was bleeding from the neck when he came in.
Alright, so... Am I awake now with that Constitution save?
Yes, you are awake now with the Constitution save, and the first thing that actually touches your nostrils is the smell of alcohol.
I'm like, where the fuck am I? But, sniff. And I just slam through the door. I don't even open it.
He just walks through the door. Doesn't open it, just walks straight through it. He made a new door.
And basically, yeah, I'm just running towards the smell of alcohol.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna move you back to the bottom floor.
I imagine that would probably be loud enough to wake everyone else up.
Yes, it would be.
That'd be stupid. Damn, this map is small.
Yes, it is.
Let me get rid of that. So I'm no longer asleep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. So this giant of a man is just bumbling down through the hallway, down the stairs or wherever. He comes up right up to the bar. I want some ale.
Of course. And of course, for the players that had missed it last session, I'm going to show again. This is your barkeep.
That's what he looks like.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, tall, gangly fellow, give me beer.
And what exactly are the magic words?
Beer for money.
Give me a minute. Yeah, close enough.
By the way, I still am like bleeding from the neck wound, so
He does not care.
That is not as important as alcohol.
it is not. So does he give him the beer?
Oh, yes. Yes, he does.
And Gregor just chugs it.
Alright. Roll me another con save.
Second. I don't remember what it is. 6. 21.
You felt that hit you.
Oh, what hit me? The alcohol?
Yes.
Oh, this is some good stuff. Another as I smash the mug on the ground.
Alright, so as you do that, the mug actually bounces back up into your hand and refills.
Whoa! Self-filling. I drink again.
Another con save. Man's gonna pass out before we even get anything started.
21.
I'll follow downstairs shortly after having been woken up by his exit from his room.
Yep.
So I got a question. So I drink it again, and does it refill itself?
Yes.
I wonder how many drinks does it take to get to the bottom and just keeps drinking.
Well, the floor is moving. The longer you drink, the more shit happens.
They put you.
And you also are starting to feel very dizzy. And you said, and Lyro said that they were going down.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, I would also like to be awake and coming down.
Yes.
Do I know how I got here? Or am I just here?
Well, you are
I
just
hope they
here,
take
but you
very
did walk.
importantly.
You did walk through a magical door. Just the first thing that happened is you awoke and are in a bed, a very comfy
There's
bed, mind you.
Okay. Alright, so I'm coming down. Let's let Andy do their thing first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll
which
just
one of us?
Look over, just look over the bar. Look over the bar at Sam and say, "You got breakfast here?"
Yes, we do. What would you like?
Meat.
Any particular flavor you fancy? As he's just casually snapping his fingers every time Gregor nearly reaches the bottom of his tankard.
It's just one continuous chug.
Yeah, like I said, every time he nearly reaches the bottom, he's just snapping his fingers and the jug just automatically refills.
I'll let you pick, but make it exotic, something I've never tried before.
Okay. He he basically hollers something in.
Excuse me.
Let's see. What?
Long pork.
Yeah, he is basically hollering something in what sounds to be Old Daedric.
Feed him the Tarrasque.
I mean, that would be a very exotic meat.
It would.
An extremely exotic meat. All right. There we go. But anywho,
At this point, I'm gonna finally put the tankard down because at some point he needs to breathe.
yes.
He's like, ah. He's like, I need a woman. I nearly died yesterday.
Well, if you keep going any further with that tankard, you're probably gonna nearly die today, too.
That means I need two.
I'm just going to point
Sound
at you and
logic.
say, look elsewhere.
He's gonna, huh?
You sound like you speak from experience.
Wait, was that your character talking?
No,
It was.
just.
It was Lyrel talking for that
It was.
look elsewhere.
Look elsewhere. Where?
As in, not here.
He's just gonna look you up and down. You too skinny anyway.
Okay.
I was silent because I was waiting for a reaction.
That's what I was hoping for too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so out of the kitchen for Lyrel actually comes this massive platter. Like, I mean, it practically takes up 3 spaces on the bar.
Yeah, there will be a
There's
nod of
I'll-
approval.
I'll take two.
Sam just rolls his eyes as he basically says the exact same thing. And after that, Gregor gets his 2. Oh, it's exotic, all right.
What's that mean? And he just starts eating the fucking meat.
Let's just say this is an extremely rare type of meat. Extremely difficult to get a hold of.
Whatever. I need to cut this up in a bit. And he grabs his big ass battle axe on his back. And then he's just gonna swing down at the meat to cut it in half.
Yep.
Make it more manageable.
Alright, is Akhshad coming down?
Yes, Ahjad is coming down.
Like, I'm trying to be fair to everybody and get their own screen time.
Okay, so she's going to come down and she's holding her head and she is like smacking her lips together because she's been passed out for like what is it now, a day?
About a day, yeah.
She's very dehydrated. So she comes up to the bar and she's like, how much for a glass of water?
Well, I'm considering I'm going to be basically your guys' help. Glass of water is going to be free for you.
I would like 3, please.
Yep.
This one's throat is very dry.
Yeah, he basically pulls out 3 tankards, fills them with water almost immediately, and just slides them over to her.
Alright, I start chugging. And then after I like sit there and I'm panting a little bit after chugging 3 things of water, I'm going to ask, where am I?
You may or may not love this, but you are currently in a bar in the middle of nowhere. Quite literally.
How do I not be here? Why am I here?
Do you remember the giant dragon man you spoke to?
That was not a dream.
No, it was not.
Damn it. Servitude again. I always fall for it. Okay, how do we get out of nowhere?
Well, I'm waiting for most of you to be up and operational.
How many of us are there?
He starts to count on his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 of you currently.
Fuck off! As Gregor yells, cutting up the meat with the axe.
Gregor, silence yourself. Your sister's head, it aches.
Sasma, who's that?
What do you mean, who's there? Who do you think it is?
He's just gonna stand up. Ah, wee sister! You gotta check this out! And he just like runs over to you and grabs the tankard of ale. Oh, watch this. It's never ending. It's self-refilling. Watch. And I just get another tankard in front of her.
Another con save, this time with disadvantage.
Oh, come on now.
You got up and you ran, okay?
Yep.
How far did you make it?
16.
16. Alright, give me a moment.
I'm just gonna glance up at Sam, give him that look that says, "Really?"
Alright, so basically Gregor gets up, and with how fast he basically got up from, eating or going to eat the rare meat and to showing off his cool new toy, he trips over 3 stools, face plants, gets back up, all while trying to chug and show it off.
And I do it. I don't even blink.
He does, however, have a couple of splinters in his face.
Nah, that ain't nothing to worry about.
It's just a flesh wound.
So yeah, he finally gets to her and is like, watch this, and he drinks.
Do you have any tissue?
Oh, hold on, guys. Be right back.
Yep.
Don't know why. I'm just dry. Dry as a motherfucker.
Oh, it
Be right
happens.
back.
You guys... I was going to suggest I get a dehumidifier or something. Those things are fucking heavy, by the way. Some jackass ordered one for an entire house. Weighed 250 pounds.
Humidifying is something that never needs to happen in the UK. It is always too humid.
I know, you guys were freaking out recently over,
It was, it was still humid. Even
almost
when it was that hot.
30-something degrees Celsius.
It hit 39.
Yeah,
I
Sorry
think.
about that.
the
Okay,
record.
so she's gonna be like rubbing her forehead and she's like, control yourself, Gregor. We are here on business, not here on leisurely pleasures of the skin. That's how it's said, right? That's the quote.
I have no idea what you're saying. All I know is I got 2 big plates of meat and endless ale.
Finally, someone else here with sense.
Jesus. Sorry, child. Okay.
Mhm.
And she's gonna rub her face and she's like, and how much did that cost us, Gregor?
What? It's only 1 cup.
Did you even ask the barkeep how much all of this was? We're on a budget, Gregor.
What's the budget?
I'll glance at you
This is
with
just
a
gonna rub
facial
her face
expression.
and then kind of like sit up a little. Can we have separate checks?
I don't see why not. However, I'm not charging you right now.
See,
Oh, you
it's
shouldn't have said that.
free! And he drinks again.
You should not have said that.
Okay. Guess what? Alright, I need Akshat to make me a dexterity save.
Wait a minute. What did I do to deserve this?
You're not getting punished. I just want you to make me a dexterity save.
Damn it. I'm gonna use my good one for this.
Go ahead.
You have a special dice. Everyone does.
Yep.
Dex save?
Yes.
Okay.
You should be fine.
That's
Pretty sure your dex is pretty high.
yeah. 22.
Okay, yeah. So you move out of the way, out of the corner of the eye, or of your eye. You see a tankard fly past Gregor's nose. And when I say it flies past, I mean it basically just doesn't touch him, but it's one of those, if he was any closer to you, it would have smacked him dead in the face. Gregor, I need one more con save.
Woohoo!
And this is a high difficulty con save.
Good thing it was an 18.
Yeah, you failed that save.
Really? An 18 fails?
Yes. You are now plastered. Like, I mean, you are completely shit-faced.
Awesome. He's like, I feel great. Even though this hurts and he's just poking at the open wound on his neck, I still feel great.
You know, that's a first. No one's ever actually not passed out when I've done that.
Maybe do it again.
Thankfully,
Do it again.
Thankfully, he only smelled it and not tasted it.
Wait, I can taste it. Goes down to lick up the mess from the floor.
I actually would like to ask for something light and portable to eat. She doesn't have to sit at the table.
Okay.
Wee
He-
sister, you need to get the big meat plate.
No.
Not everyone likes to
This is an
eat like the
in-character
people from
reaction.
Monster Hunter.
This laugh was an in-character reaction.
Okay, I was wondering. But yeah, he basically pulls out what is the equivalent to, like, he basically pulls out a plate of horker meat for the young Argonian Khajiit.
All right. So she's gonna take the meat and she's gonna be like taking little bites and she's gonna say, "Brother, I need your serious brain for just a moment."
What's this then?
That's
I
it.
need
Just
this
snap.
Darius brain.
Okay. Have you asked any questions? Anything at all? Or did you wake up and immediately glow with your gluttonous fucking stupid brain?
Of course I asked a question. I asked for ale,
Don't answer.
and I asked for
No,
meat.
No, I'd gathered. She just starts waving her hand and rubbing her face.
And I also asked for a woman, but none have offered, so that's sad. But I'm okay with it.
Oh, joy for the bullet that they have dodged. Brother, we need to find out why we're here and how to leave.
The door.
Yes, but in the middle of nowhere, we need to know at least where nowhere is.
Just
So
pick a
that you-
direction and start
so
walking.
that you may, I don't know, go somewhere.
I don't think she likes this character of mine.
I'll
I'm
look
pretty
at Sam
sure.
and say- say,
I'm pretty sure they've decided to throw something at you already. They're just looking for the right time.
I truly understand why now. An entire village would let a 13-year-old boy just leave.
They
You
weren't
should just
letting
go.
him
You
leave.
just
They were trying to make him
wanted you
leave.
to go.
That is the joke they were going with, yes.
Go sit at the table, brother, in the corner. I'll do it in a moment.
Go sit at the table and think about what you have done.
I need a break from your radius of stupidity.
Walk that table. I'm going back to my meat.
works just as.
Yep.
And she just kind of like rubs her eye a little bit so that she can rub all the stupid off of her brain. And then she asks, "What is your name, barkeep?"
Sam.
Sam. Yes. So when will this quest start for the Dragon Lord against the Thalmor?
Oh, it's starting pretty soon. I wanted to make sure that you all were rested and fed. Unfortunately, I was not expecting your compatriot to, well, taste and nearly not get completely passed out upon the scent of my strongest alcohol.
You ever think maybe you picked the wrong people?
I was not the one who chose them. You'd have to take that up with Akatosh. You, responsible one, fill her in.
Yep. So, we're in some kind of other realm. We need. Yep, it's okay though. We can be sent to wherever and whenever, pretty much, we want. We just have to say. Our plan, as it is at the moment, is we need a ship that can take us to the place where all of the bastard elves are, that we can kill them all.
That's not inherently what they
Annihilating
said.
an entire race of peoples?
No.
What?
You
No?
shut up.
Aw.
You're not allowed to talk no more. All right, I'm sorry. What your compatriot was, I believed that they were responsible from yesterday's chat. However, you and your friend had been deposed of for whatever reason. I assume it has something to do with a mysterious illness going around. However, I had told them that in order to actually beat the Thalmor in what they are doing, which they are basically unraveling the time stream as they have somehow gained a tome to teach them time travel. Of course, first objective would be to find out exactly what they are doing with the ability to time, besides messing with key moments in Tamriel's history. However, I believe that we need to set up Plan B first. So our Plan B is to recruit people from the continent of Akavir. In order to do that, we need a ship. While this bar can teleport, I cannot safely teleport this bar to Akavir without getting sieged upon by everything in that continent.
Why don't you just kill everything that comes into the bar then?
You'd be surprised by how many of them reproduce as quickly as they do.
So you just keep killing them?
Deuce, what are we fighting? I spaced out for a second. Reproduce. Like the Hydra? Cut off one head, two more grow back?
No, sister. See, when a man and a woman like each other a lot, they, you know.
But surely they can't reproduce at the speed of one dropping dead. Right? What creatures are these? These are elves, right?
The elves are the true enemy, yes. However, there are beings that do not like my bar because it defies the laws of their nature. So whenever the bar appears on that continent, they decide to immediately seize and attack. However, before you interrupt me again, eat your food before I make it eat you. He says that to Gregor specifically.
Okay. I was about to say, it's like, I didn't interrupt you. Stop talking.
Like, he had turned around and specifically said that at Gregor.
Okay, Gregor's just gonna stop chewing, look at his food, and be like, "Motherfucker!" and starts hitting it with his axe to cut it up even more. Try and eat me, you motherfucker!
Oh, how I yearn for the days where I was alone.
Anyway, back
So,
to...
how many people are we waiting on, and can I go wake them?
You may wake up both Khajiits. One might wake up soon on their own. The other one, well, he has a hangover.
All right. Where are they?
Upstairs.
I will go fetch them. Room numbers?
He basically grants you the room numbers. Meanwhile, I should mention, Lyrel. Give me a... Give me a con save, but it's nothing bad.
23.
Okay, good to know. This is one of the best things you've ever tasted. It is truly exotic. And
Long work.
yeah. And for the game day, you get... let's see, what is... Because I'm going to have Gregor do the same thing here in a moment. But first, I gotta find where player characters was on my shit. So, temporarily, you gain 10 hit points for the game day. Or rather, for the in-game day.
I'm assuming they are temporary hit points.
Yes, they are temporary hit points, yes.
Cool.
Gregor?
Yes.
You are eating the meat, right?
Yeah, I got 2 plates though.
I'm aware. I'm only making you roll 1.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Con.
$18.
Okay. Matches, you get... Alright, for yours... Okay. For yours, you get... You get, 7. 7 temporary hit points for the game day.
Okay.
Like, I mean in-game day. Even if we don't finish today, you will still have that 7 hit points unless something happens to where you get those removed.
I get you. No problem.
Yep. I just wanted to explain. Alright. Back to, Shad. Yes, I am literally using phlegm.
Okay. What?
You said you wanted to go up and wake up cats, yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna knock on the first door of Khajiit room.
Yep.
And wait for an answer.
Leave me to die.
Alright, I'm gonna open up because they're obviously awake. They go in and say, "Come, this mission must start."
Mission can wait until this one is not dead.
This one will wait no longer. I go in, I grab their tail and I start dragging them out of the room.
I'm under the bed, so you're gonna have to reach down.
That's okay. I can do that.
You just hear the scraping of claws on the floor. It's like
No.
It's like a cartoon, like a line of claw marks going towards the door.
Going towards and away from
Do
the
not
door, yes.
Make me fetch Gregor, stubborn one.
You do not understand the pain this one is in.
Self-inflicted, I'm sure. It is not a problem of mine.
It is your problem.
Goes the floor.
They turn around suddenly to stare at you, about to yell at you, and the sudden movement causes them to vomit copiously all over the ground.
Yep.
I use the newly acquired lube to quickly drag them out of the room.
Well played. Well played. I see what you did there. I approve.
You're just dragging a vomit covered.
Just dragging a vomit-covered Kashi.
The increased speed occasionally causes me to vomit. Oh no, we got to the stairs. Oh no, there are stairs.
No regrets dragging you down the stairs.
I get to the stairs like, wait, no. Funk, yeah, funk. Wow. Oh, it hurts everything.
Thunk, thunk,
Alrighty.
thunk, thunk,
So
thunk,
I got
thunk,
them
thunk.
downstairs and I said, this feline has created a mess from the room to here. Yes. And then I'm going to quickly go up to get the other feline.
I see you. Oh wow. Oh, Andy, when did you do this? This is
What?
impressive. You put borders around all the walls, but you didn't turn on vision. Why would you put borders around all of the walls?
I
and
didn't put
not-
borders around the walls.
Then why is it that I can't leave the room?
Because fuck you, that's why. Here. I knew I was forgetting
by someone
something,
who
but I
knows you.
didn't. I knew I was forgetting
There's no
something, but I
doors.
didn't know what.
There's no doors.
Oh, right, am I supposed to... Yeah.
The door is a lie.
Door is in
Why-
fact a
why
lie,
would-
yes.
Why are there borders on all the walls if you're not using dynamic lighting?
Don't worry about it. There.
To trap us like rats.
There.
Like rat.
I have moved the door.
Someone's gonna be trapped like Greg,
Lies.
not Gregor.
Refresh the
this
page, I
invisible door?
guess, because it should be right here.
You trapped us in my room covered in vomit, you monster.
Yes, I decided to play Sims with D&D characters.
Yay, okay. No, I'm not meant to go back yet. I'm going back upstairs for the other Khajiit.
Alright.
And now you're stuck in another room.
Why would
Why are you... Are you trying to climb back upstairs?
Okay, my character, since they've left me alone, is going to crawl under the nearest table. It's like, nope, don't want anything to do with this.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and try to wake up this Khajiit.
Yes. She is actually on the
Rose is
bed.
not here.
Yeah. Since Rose is not here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let her sleep then.
Okay.
The other one was just being stupid.
Like, she is actually on the bed, but she's got, the blanket covered over her. And, she's actually, grabbing onto a pillow, like, holding it like, another person.
Snuggles.
Yes.
Snuggles. Okay. Alright, so I go back downstairs and I say, the other Khajiit is sleeping. We will leave them be for now.
Well, they'll join you guys wherever you go.
Did the smelly one go?
That way. And he points
Okay,
under
I'm
the
gonna
table that the
follow.
smelly Khajiit went.
It's like a small
Right.
trail of vomit.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
small
I'm gonna
trail of
follow
vomit, like
the,
he's some sort of fucking snail.
Yes, follow the snail trail to the Khajiit. You must come drink water or something,
It-
please. The
This
smell.
poison, just poison is fine.
Poison's fine.
End this one's suffering.
If you could not handle the liquor, why would you continue to drink it?
This one did not drink anything. That one, points at the barkeep, threw a mug at this one's face. It missed, and then this one was drunk, like magic.
Because he was trying to pick the pockets of. I think. No, I'm not going to point.
By the way, as that conversation is happening on, as soon as Butters points at Sam, he starts to giggle. Kind of like that scene from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged where Alucard starts grinning from ear to ear after Walter reveals that he tilted every painting in the hallway on the way to the room they were in.
It was a punishment for him trying to steal stuff.
You were attempting thieveries and got caught.
Wait till we tell you who he was trying to steal from.
No, I'm not going to mention this because I believe the target at the time would probably react badly to this, and Akatosh has given us this task, and it would be bad if they killed each other before we started.
Before we started. I like that idea.
No, tell them, end this one's life, end the suffering.
I think much more suffering is in your future for you, so you will just have to smile and bear it. Now come, water. Now, do not make me bring it over here. It will be all over you.
He like sits up and like, maybe this one should go take a bath. Yes, a bath very deep underwater.
If you do not return here within 5 minutes, she points to Gregor, that one will drag you down the stairs and will be far less gentle than I.
He's gonna point at. He's gonna look up since he heard his name and just wave his battle axe with one hand like he's waving his hand.
Nobody said your name.
Oh, really? My bad.
Yeah,
No.
I pointed at you and said that one.
Yeah, they said that one.
Oh. Okay, then instead he's just gonna continuously smack his battle axe at the meat to cut it in half.
Okay.
Eventually, you'll run out of halves and you'll have nothing but gravy.
They're not wrong.
I have a whole other plate I'm working on.
If he's not actually eating it and all he's doing is cutting it in half, eventually, well, theoretically, he will never run out of meat to cut.
Actually, at one point he will cut it in half, and he'll cut an atom in half, and then all of us will die.
Yeah,
he
but
creates
literally,
a miniature Big
Also,
Bang.
what the fuck are these plates made out of that they're not breaking under his massive battle axe?
Unobtainium.
Yeah, unobtainium.
Can I
get a weapon made of unobtainium?
my weapon of choice, fancy serving plate.
Fancy serving plate.
But here's the question: the plate isn't being destroyed, but what about the section of table that is?
Oh yeah, the table is actually being cut, but the plate itself is just unfazed.
Right.
Is there a bath somewhere? A tub of water? A lake, maybe?
There is a bath, yes.
I'm gonna go ask.
Where?
I am in need of a large body of water to wash the stinky snail friend.
Ah, yes.
That one's voice fills this one with no confidence.
Perhaps a deserted island where we could throw her in the ocean.
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Well, there is a bathhouse nearby. Or I could
That
just
will
drown them.
also work. That also works as well.
Why do you still have the sleeping icon on your character token?
Because I'm tired. Leave me alone. Don't judge me. Why are you dead, bitch?
Yeah, why are
Because I feel like death.
why are you
A
dead?
fair rebuttal.
No, leave death, please.
Leave death on there. Alright, fine. But anyway.
It's a wish rather than a status.
So basically, Sam waves his hand, and Butters just disappears, and then reappears somewhere else over a barrel of water. Specifically over the barrel of water.
I can actually see a bath in the pub 2 rooms up.
I know. That's basically where I'm putting him.
You hear a distant scream and then a loud splash.
Yes. I forgot we had that.
Suppose anybody knows prestidigitation?
Actually, I do.
Yes, to clean up the vomit on the floor.
It's done.
Why couldn't we do this with the fellow Khajiiti?
What exactly do you mean?
Why couldn't we just snap fingers and have Khajiiti not be stinky?
You didn't ask.
Because
for
I
it.
like their
You asked to
suffering.
leave them.
An understandable reaction. So, we are allowed to have anything at this bar, yes?
Yes.
I would like 1 plate, please.
Just the plate?
Yes, to keep. One of those plates. She points to Gregor's food.
Alright. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd be doing that and showcasing that off. Alright. He reaches under. And, like, he reaches so far under that he actually disappears from the bar entirely for a second before climbing back.
He moved away from the mic.
Yes.
Yep.
I moved away from the mic to make that somewhat real. So he basically goes under, goes so far deep down to pull out a ornate the plate itself is black with a couple of symbols on it. And he hands it to Akshad.
And this is for keeps?
Yes, it may actually come in handy on your travels.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna undo like the first 4 buttons on my shirt and then start slowly stuffing it down the front of me as like Teflon.
Wee sister, cover yourself.
I am covering myself to the best of my abilities.
You know the hilarity of that is I can't believe I'm going to say this. But because I will likely forget about this. I will either likely forget about this or you will likely forget about this.
Oh, I never forget about these things. You remember my bottle of never-ending $2 million liquor?
Yes. By the way, +3 to your AC. Because I know what you're doing.
Yay!
I knew exactly what you were doing the second you realized that Gregor's plate was indestructible. And this is something that would actually happen in Elder Scrolls, honestly. Like, everything is something that you would see in an Elder Scrolls game.
People spent enough time putting buckets on shopkeepers' heads so that they could steal stuff. This is no different.
Exactly. I created the sandbox. You guys are just playing in it. I give you guys quests. You determine how you do the quests.
Okay. So after the plate is like taking up the entire front of my body, I button.
You button? Because that's all I heard.
I feel safer now.
Okay.
I feel safer now. That's basically.
All right.
Thank you.
Gregor finally finishes his plate and puts away his fillet knife.
Yep.
I'm full and I no longer thirst.
I love the fact that neither of you have questioned what it was you were eating, and that's fine. Anyway, so Sam begins to continue to talk to Akshad, and basically explains that Lyrel had the idea of procuring an already made ship. There is a country in Tamriel that actually has a pre-made ship that hasn't been completely overtaken by the Aldmeri Dominion, or aka the Thalmor. However, the person that owns that ship would like something done for them first. Kind of a you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of deal. Hello?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think that went on to us killing some random warlord, right?
Yes. Killing a orc war chief as requested by an orc war priestess, which Gregor is going to like the character. Period.
Well, what are we waiting around here for? Let's go.
Very well. Give me just a moment. And
By the way, while all this is happening,
yes,
my character is just washing themselves off, stripped all their clothes off since they're in a closed room, and is like reluctantly washing their clothes while vomiting in the nearby bucket when the mood takes them. It's like trying to sober up and shit.
Yeah. All right. So
Hopefully
basically,
fail the next con saves.
Anyway, Sam claps his hands together, slams them on the tavern table, and well, he goes, "Well, I hope you guys are ready to brace for a landing."
As ready as we'll ever be. Is this going to be difficult?
It depends on what you consider difficult. Have you ever been in a quake?
Fallen down before. I'm good.
A quake? You mean like the earth shakes?
Yes, those.
Oh, the floor was doing that earlier.
That was because you were inebriated.
Gesundheit. That's right?
Yes, that's
Brother,
right.
you shame me. All right, I am ready. She kind of holds on to the counter.
Okay. Lyra, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay sat at the bar.
Okay. That's a dex from everybody. It's shaking.
Do I get an advantage because I at least held on to something?
Yes, you get advantage because you held on to something.
Yay.
My
Can't be any
first
worse than
failed
a normal
roll.
day in the Villainwood.
8 for my deck
Got it.
save.
18 and a 20.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second, because I got danger sense. I want to see if that'll work here.
I got a 19.
Alex wasn't warned, so
Okay.
he should be rolling with disadvantage.
Okay, question.
Sorry, I'll roll again.
Yep.
So, does this count as what I can see for advantage of a dexterity save?
No, because you were just warned about it, but it's not going to actually hurt you.
Okay,
Goddamn.
so 8.
Okay, so 8. All right, so as the entire bar starts to shake, half of the people actually in the bar are literally just standing like this is a regular occurrence for them, to the point where they are actually used to it. Alex is somehow fine. Somehow.
They are sitting in a bucket, so.
Fair.
Yeah. They have become the cat that becomes liquid. Gregor, however, is the only one that actually has some struggle with it. And actually is moved back into the door.
Whoa, whoa! All the shake is making me balls tickle.
Fuck. No.
Alright, there. We are now in... Oh, what do the orcs call it? I keep forgetting what they call it. So I think I'll ask Malakath later. Out of
like an out loud statement?
Yeah, that was an out loud statement with Sam.
Okay. I could ask while we're out there?
Malakath's not there. He's in his realm of oblivion.
Oh. Okay then.
Before we do this,
He has a weird attention span with mortals.
Before we do this, have we got to think about how time travel will affect what we do? Like, if we agree with this war priestess,
That's a problem for a priest. That's a problem for present you and future you.
But in terms of how it works, if we agree with the war priestess that we'll kill the warlord, and then we go back in time and kill the warlord when he's not a warlord yet, and then go forward again, will she remember that we talked to her?
Time
you haven't
works
aged in
really
400
well.
years.
Well, orcs don't live that long.
Are we killing a baby? Is this the Hitler crisis thing?
No, this is not Hitler crisis thing yet.
That's ominous.
I don't kill babies no matter what they grow up to be.
You'll kill the adult version just fine.
Well, adult person made those decisions.
There was no suggestion of killing a baby. This was going back to before he became a warlord, but was still an asshole. Still deserves to die.
Righty ho, enough talking. Let's go. And Gregor just kicks open the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me strength, Gregor.
My best.
Yep.
Athletics or
either one.
Yeah, they're the same. So it doesn't matter. Let's see. 25.
Okay, what's your AC?
18.
The door fights back.
Yeah, the door fights back.
How
You
so?
you kick open the door. The door bounces off the wall or off the little table there, and then comes back, swings open at you, and smacks you right in the head.
Motherfucker! I grab my brass knuckles and I punch the door.
I mean, you're the one that made that decision.
Oh yeah, and now the door attacked him. He's attacking back.
To be fair, you attacked the door first.
Well, normally doors don't attack back, though.
Is he fighting doors?
Is the door
We
winning?
do not question Gregor's decisions in their actions.
While this fight is going on,
just wait till the mad
let's
god
walk
hears
out.
about this.
Like,
Yes,
can I
you
just
can just
rip
walk
apart the
past it,
door?
yes.
Yeah, I'll just walk past. Yeah.
And
Like, can I
yeah,
tear apart?
you can tear apart the door. I do not care.
Yeah, yeah. I ripped the door off its hinge, and I'm like literally ripping it apart like a twig.
Yes.
Like just constantly, you piece of shit, you motherfucker, take this, ha ha ha.
All right, I'm gonna walk past Gregor and I'm gonna be like, "This is coming out of your cut of the loot. I hope you realize this."
By
Now
the
the
way,
real
is
question
Gregor
is, Gregor even paying attention?
is Gregor still massively like drunk?
Yes, for the most part. Which actually explains why he's fighting a door.
I'm still not even certain it explains why he's fighting a door.
Like kicked the
be
damn
fair.
thing so hard it hit the wall and closed back on me.
He fought the
I
door,
thought
and
it
the door is
attacked me.
winning. And the
When
door
I'm
went to
partially
attack
out,
back.
When I'm partially, I'm going to stop and then turn around and be like, "Where did you teleport the other Khajiit?"
Give me a minute.
And how's the door winning? I ripped it off the hinge and started tearing it apart with my bare hands.
Your
It
hands
was
are covered in
growing
splinters,
real
but you
new.
didn't. Your hands are covered in splinters like an inch long, and you just haven't noticed yet.
And those splinters move. You're all kinds of Iron Man right now. They're slowly making their heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're in your body. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Plus a bar built by Daedric Lord Sanguine is probably likely to be pretty tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So after I finally tore apart the door, ha, take that, you bastard, and then just walks through.
And and as you walk through, you hear a squeaking from behind you.
He's just gonna stop, turn around to look.
Yeah, the door is back on the hinges.
Oh, this ain't over, you son of a bitch. I'll get you.
I love that so much.
I'm really glad I can make some of you laugh.
I'll get you next time, doorway. Next time.
I will get you next time, you asshole.
Right. By the end of the adventure, you two are going to be best buddies. You're going to carry it around with you in battle, and when it finally gets burned to a cinder, you're going to cry. That's what I predict for the end of the session.
Or the end of the campaign.
End of the campaign, yeah.
Power shield made of the door of Sanguine's pub.
Yep. Because I'm assuming Nina had already figured out who their hub owner is. I mean, I'm making it pretty obvious.
I have gathered who it is.
Okay. I was wondering what I had missed when I went to go let Cujo outside. And
Alright.
and to answer Nina's or Akshad's question, Sam goes, "Which Khajiit?"
The stinky one.
Ah, yes, the stinky one should be down in a moment. If not,
Yeah,
I will bring them down, closed or not.
Wait, when you say
She said-
down,
She said she'd be right back, so give us a second, okay?
yeah, I'm still in the bathtub at the back of the place, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm in the bathtub washing my clothes. There's just like a really big earthquake, and they're just like, okay, then this one is even more wet. That's fine. Proceeds to just finish washing, all the while grumbling very quietly. Can I not have a hangover yet?
Yeah, you no longer have the hangover. The heat from the bath water actually helped that out.
feel surprisingly less intoxicated than I usually am after a bottle of this cider. I'm disappointed.
No, just wait till you start taking shots whenever Alex does something stupid.
I've been
Oh, is
good,
that
Andy.
a D&D
I know
Trust me,
you've
good.
been. I know you've been good. You've still got two sessions left of being good. In which case, Andy's going to get shit faced really quickly.
I don't know how long it's been in game, but let's say I take, 15, 20 minutes to wash everything, and then I'm like, I don't know. Wait,
Three,
all my clothes are wet.
3, 2, 1.
Boing.
3, 2, 1. Butters is outside in nothing but a loincloth.
Just as I'm wearing a loincloth, I was washing my clothes in a closed room.
Yes, but you can't be full nude in Skyrim.
Unless you've got specific mods installed.
Unless you've got very specific mods installed.
You know how terrifying that would be for someone who actually lives there? Just like, okay, I'm gonna get naked into my bed with my wife now. Wait a second. It won't come off. It won't come off. Wait, how do I go to the toilet? Ah!
Yeah, ironically,
Perfect.
I
Oh,
established
0%.
that Skyrim, at the very least, out of all of the countries in Tamriel, actually has plumbing done. Because they finished their war and had been focused on rebuilding and shit and improving the country, while simultaneously trying to fight a shadow war against the Thalmor. Because the Dragonborn wants to make a bid for the throne.
I've already forgotten all the history I was supposed to have remembered. You should give me some notes.
How about no?
Have
I mean,
fun playing with someone.
there is a few character shit that you would actually know, but I'll go with that once we're done with the session.
Are you gonna actually move me outside or not? Because I can't leave the room, Andy.
I'm not going to
I'm
move you
pretty sure
outside
we're
yet.
about to
We're
move off of
waiting
this
for
map.
it.
Does it matter?
No, you are going to actually move out of the map. I thought about just moving you all, having Butters go outside in Kinesgrove. While being wet from the bath. But that would be rude and wrong.
We get to see if frozen fur snaps like grass does. One thing I'd be interested in finding out is, canonically, did the Dragonborn search every single possible burial ground and loot everything, leaving us with nothing?
Oh no. She is a firm believer of letting somebody else do that. She's only taken a few things for herself. One of those burial grounds actually has a picture of a butt.
Whose butt?
Yes.
Every butt in existence is on this one photo. It's like one of those pictures where you look at it and it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper the more you look into it. Just an endless sea of infinite butts. People go mad from the revelation.
It's also got the dragon word wall for fart.
It's the word fart and a picture of a butt.
Yep.
Well, everyone knows that's what the dragon shout of overwhelming force, of unrelenting force, actually is.
Yes.
My favorite one is the one that changes it to a burp.
Sorry, what?
There's a mod in Skyrim that changes the unrelenting force shout into just a really loud, long burp.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which, if you're trying to roleplay as Shrek, makes that very, very real.
Ah, yes, the mod that replaces all the dragons in the game with the state of Missouri.
What? I know of the one that replaces all the dragons with Thomas the Tank Engine.
There's another one that replaces all of the dragons with Fluttershy.
Honestly, that's scarier. Does it change all the graphics of flames into sparkles and glitter?
I wish.
I'm sure it's doable.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm here now. I'm here. All right. Oh, can I go up and grab the Khajiit?
Give me a minute.
You won't have to.
Yeah, you won't have to.
He got teleported
no.
outside the bar.
Yep.
Pretty much naked.
Nikki?
Pretty much naked, yes.
So, okay, so you hear like I don't know what sound effect Andy's going to use for the teleportation, but there's a sound, and suddenly the Khajiit is standing there in nothing but a loincloth, soaking wet, holding up their like drenched clothes in either hand, and they're like looking around nervously. Aha.
Gregor's just tower. Gregor's just gonna like stand right in front of him, towering over him. Now that's what I'm talking about,
Andy, where is the nearest tall tree?
Gregor. Gregor.
Here.
All right, hold on.
But first, let Gregor react.
That was it. He just saw a
Yeah.
half naked Khajiit wearing a loincloth, and he's like, "That's what I'm talking about."
All right. My character, as soon as they are able, is going to sprint to the
I
tree
didn't
and
know Gregor was by. My character has totally just taken this as a confession of homosexuality, just so you know.
Well, she is crazy, so understandable. But no, he's not bisexual.
yeah,
Well, she's not gonna let it go.
yeah, just like he's just like and then sprint 30 feet to this tree, climb 15 feet up into the branches and hide.
Let's just leave that one behind. It's not like they're going to be any use to us.
We're gonna go. Gregor, you never told me that you fancied the men.
Fancy who?
Oh, okay. We're still in the opening stages of I support you, brother. I just want you to know. And she's gonna like gently pat his bicep and then start walking.
Gregor's just gonna scratch top of his head. I have no idea what crazy cat lady talking about.
Okay, so now we're transitioning to the next map.
Yes, you will be transitioning to the next map. So, let me.
Put on my clothes, I will catch up.
Yeah, as soon as you
Okay.
put
By
on
the
your
way,
clothes, you will catch up.
After about like maybe 30 minutes of walking, Gregor's just gonna pick up. I can't pronounce her name. Whatever Nina's character is.
Ach, death.
I ain't gonna be able to pronounce
Beep,
it. Me
beep.
personally, not.
You can say Ahmed. You can say Ahjad.
Jad, yeah.
Beep.
Ah,
The best way to do it is think of how
Hey,
your
K-Fam.
character. How would your character pronounce something that they can't pronounce? Ah, yes. Ak, ak, ak.
That's why he
Akakak.
calls her crazy. He calls her crazy cat lady because he can't pronounce her name.
And
Nice.
just
Why
use
doesn't he
that
have a
and we'll know
nickname
what you're
for me,
talking
like
about.
Aki or something?
That is your nickname, crazy cat lady. He knows you're not an actual Khajiit, but you believe you're a Khajiit. So he's just gonna call you crazy cat lady.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a moment.
AC elf is really short.
Okay.
So after about 30 minutes of walking, he's just gonna pick up her character and put her on his shoulders.
Yep, and she's just sitting there, no problems. Like, so where are we going? Should we have gotten a map? Maybe we should have asked for directions.
No, that's boring. Just pick a direction and walk.
That might be counterintuitive, though, brother. We are hunting an individual, not just finding herbs in the forest.
There we
Herbs don't
fucking
taste
go.
good.
Herbs taste delicious when smothered with meat.
Not wrong. But I think you said that wrong. Yeah.
Oh no, I said what I meant.
You said what you meant and meant what you said?
Yes, you season the you season the herbs with meat. Everybody knows this.
No, fuck
I-
that.
I-
You kill the
I
creature.
agree
You
with
put the. Sorry, go ahead.
I just said I agree with this.
That's when Greg was like, "No, fuck that. You kill the damn creature. You put the meat on the fire, and then you eat the meat. You don't need nothing else."
So after whiles of traveling, you actually come across a lone tent in the middle of the forest. And I don't actually have a tent, so theater of the mind time. And out of this tent, there is a orcish woman, an orcish woman who walks out of the tent. She is unusually tall, even by orc standards, especially for women. And
Gregor's just gonna get that. Is just gonna get a stupid look like, so pretty.
6'11". She is huge. She wears half-plated armor. Her arms are covered in tattoos that seem to be actually moving around her arms.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I will stab you in the dick.
You know what, Nandy? You set yourself up for it.
I did set
Look
myself
at
up
me,
for
Minnie
that one.
Mouse, it's a tippity tapping.
I did set myself up for that one. I will admit that.
Yeah, Gregor has a stupid turned on face right now as he's looking at this orc woman.
Is this the warlord we're supposed to be finding?
The very next thing that happens. Before I use the D20. Okay. Very next thing that happens is she speaks up. You know, if you keep looking like that, your face is gonna get stuck.
Oh, apologies, his face is already stuck.
I'm
No-
going to
no comment, Nandy?
I'm going to assume that you are the group that has answered my pleas for help.
Yes,
That's us.
most of us. We're missing some people.
That's
be
fine.
along.
I'm sure they'll be along when the time comes.
Yes. Now tell us about this warlord you wish for us to unwarlord.
Well, the man is currently an extremely, surprisingly charismatic leader. However, I know a secret that he has been hiding, thankfully, due to some of his wives being, well, gossips.
Are you one of his wives?
Gods, no. I cannot stand that man as far as I can throw him.
So you're free.
That's not the correct term, brother. It's available. She's available.
What did I say?
Free, as if she were an object to own. You don't say that.
All right. What'd she say?
Forgive him. He suffers from imbecilism.
That'll be another in character laugh, I think.
Yep. Well, thank you, ma'am, for the apology on his behalf. I am actually shocked that anyone would actually answer this call. Give me a minute, I'm actually trying to get her token on the map. I'm trying to make her fucking tiny. She's supposed to be bigger. There we go. It's not that she looks like that. She has one of those war mohawks.
Okay.
With black hair.
Honestly, I just still see the tavern map, so if you switch us to a different one, I don't.
I did switch. I did switch to a different
don't
map.
think-
But
I don't think you brought Steven with on this, though. I think you ported in his icon, but not him specifically.
The way the map works is that all players see the map that the GM says they see, unless he has DM privileges.
He has DM privileges.
Then
Yeah.
he only sees the map that he chooses to select.
yep.
That's his fault.
So he's got to scroll up to forest encounters. Is what the
Hold
map
on,
is
hold on.
named. This is the exact same problem I had with his game. Because I was a slightly more reliable co-DM.
Oh,
Just
crap.
revoke
How do
his
I
DM
turn-
privileges.
Oh no,
Revoke the
double
privilege.
speak!
Yeah, it's
There
fine.
you go. Have a tent. I drew you a shape.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot we could draw on this map.
Yeah,
Doo-doo-doo.
there. Thank you. But yeah, anyway, she mentions that this warlord is a surprisingly charismatic type who has gained quite a lot of favor throughout multiple tribes throughout the nation. Mainly because DM is blanking on the name of what the orcs actually call their homeland.
Orsinium?
Thank you!
What's the name of this?
Fuck!
Isn't that the name of this city?
Believe it or not, Andy, I didn't Google that.
I know you're right, too. All I needed to do was hear the name of it. But yeah, Orsinium.
Holy fuck, she's giant. There we
They
go.
have made her monster grow.
I had to see. I can't really see what she looks like, so I just enlarged her really quick.
Yeah. Like, I still describe her. Like, that's just what you normally did with the whole Pinterest placeholder shit.
Oh,
But,
Pinterest is
yeah.
the best site ever for character pictures.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she explains that he's extremely charismatic. He carries what should be a great sword, but its speed makes it the equivalent of a long sword.
Don't worry. All I've got to do is walk up there and punch him in the face.
While that is flatteringly violent of you, however, I don't think it'll be that easy. You see, he has a particular group of his inner circle. And they are very
I'll punch him
close
too.
knit.
Shut up, Gregor. Let her speak.
Okay, you know
Sorry.
what? Let this happen.
Wait, can I get off of him first? Wait.
Yeah, you can get off of him.
Alright, I'm gonna slip off of his shoulder and scurry out of the way.
Okay.
I sense bad things.
Yeah.
What's this then? He just watches his little sister just hop off him and run away.
The very next thing you hear is a guttural growl. And you are now on the ground. The only
Yeah,
thing
so,
you seen
again-
was a flash of green hit you in the face.
Yeah, so Nina's character slides off me. He looks at her to see what's going on. What's this then? And then turns around and then just on his ground. Got hit by someone green and is on the ground.
Yes. That's
Oh,
for interrupting.
what a woman.
The adults are talking. Yes, I decided to give him a strong-willed curse.
I apologize so much for Gregor's stupidity. He really can't help it. It is a disease of the mouth.
Something tells me he wasn't raised by an average society.
I don't think he was honestly raised by a society. He talks about a village, but when he took us to see that village, it wasn't there anymore. I think he's been alone too long.
Ah, so you think
What
the
are you
Mad
talking
God
about?
has him touched.
Seems that way.
Very well.
What
So
are you
anyway,
talking about, little sister?
Silence, Gregor, or I will revoke your drinking privileges again.
They're talking
Oh,
about
no,
you,
not again. And then he just shuts up.
no, not again.
They're
Is it-
talking about you, not to you.
Yeah. But yeah, she mentions that he has.
Warlord.
Yes. She mentions that he has this group of his inner circle that need to be taken down to actually. Because these are people that are blooded. They are trusted by orcish communities. So they need to be taken down in order for his forces to be weakened. Basically, loss of morale means loss of forces. Therefore, he may be easier to defeat.
Okay, at this point, Butters slips up. Okay, I've got the wrong thing selected. At this point, Butter like walks up and is like, "So, we just have to kill lots of them? All of them?"
Well, not entirely wrong. But no, I would rather not be part of an orc genocide.
So, how many orcs?
She
That's
begins to
it.
count on her
Just
hand.
him if we can.
She begins to count on her hands. There are. Well, besides him, there are 4 in his inner circle.
So we have to kill 4 orcs and him, or just the 4 orcs?
The 4 orcs to weaken his forces and decrease their morale. However, you could just kill him, however, it would be harder. Choice, however, is of course yours, however you wish to do this. If you do this for me and my people, because there are a few of us that have left Orsinium or left to various parts of the wild. She points to her tent. You will be considered blooded by those of us that do not agree with his ways. You see, he wishes to basically set the chaos of Tamriel back to the way it was during the Second Era, before the rise of Tiber Septim, I believe the Imperials called him.
Butters just like holds up a hand. Is like, the only thing this one wants to know is who to kill, how many to kill, and hopefully what reward is.
You and your compatriots will be considered as blooded. Therefore, you will be.
Holds up his hands. Butters, this one is not interested in blood. This one is interested in shiny gold and gems. Blood does not buy meals.
Gregor is kind of annoyed at the cat. He's going to step on his tail.
The funny part is she was starting to approach Butters.
Is this I get a choice in this? Dexterity save? What the fuck is... Why are you stepping on my tail, bitch?
It's not like a soft step. It's a stomp. Like I cracked the ground underneath your tail.
I mean, you can try, but aren't you preoccupied with pissing off the orc woman?
He's punished from speaking. Remember, if he speaks again, then he doesn't get to drink.
Oh yeah, that is why
That's why he
Gregor
stomps.
is stomping instead of telling him to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Should I roll to contest?
Go ahead.
All right. What should I do? Athletics?
Yeah.
Because that's all I'm doing is just literally full force stomping.
Yep.
I rolled a 5.
I see that. You rolled a 5, but it was a 13 with your modifier.
You get a good bonus.
I rolled an 11 on the die with 7, 18.
Yeah, you step on his tail.
Like I don't need to do damage, it's just for flavor, just to shut him up.
Yep. Alright. So, the orc war priestess actually walks over to Gregor, pats him on the head. Thank you. Before resuming their chat with Akshat.
Yeah, she pats his head. He kind of, how can I put it?
Butters is like reaching down to his tail, trying to like pull it out.
Gregor.exe has stopped working.
Yeah.
Okay. I know how to stop this. I'm going to go up behind Gregor and I'm going to kick the back of his knee as hard as I can to hopefully make him crumble a little bit to free the cat's tail.
Go ahead.
What do I gotta do for this?
What am I rolling? What is that? That's what? Dexterity? Strength?
That would be a dex. I guess that would be a dex check. I assume a kick would be a dex thing. Because balance.
Okay, well, what am I contesting to not feel a thing?
Well, Gregor.exe is not
18.
responding.
Say what?
I said Gregor.exe is not responding, so it'd be with disadvantage, period.
Okay, but what am I rolling?
You're still drunk, right?
Pretty much.
Well, it depends on how long we've been walking, but what am I rolling to not move?
Just a straight strength.
Straight strength. Disadvantage. Okay, that one's a 10, 17.
Yeah, Akjad kicks the back of your knee. As hard as they could.
Which, in all honesty, isn't that hard, but
it's hard enough to put you on the ground. It's hard enough to make you stumble, so shut up.
I was gonna say you kicked my leg forward and it's free.
Yep.
Aw.
No, I'll drop though.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No.
Don't cater to me. I hate that.
No, you kicked me in the back of the knee. He's trying not to speak.
Anyway, yeah. So after that little exchange, Miss Priestess lady, who still has yet to introduce herself, by the way, but she goes, "Impressive. Never met someone another woman who could bring a man to his knees like that."
Not much of a man, but I thank you for your compliment. So, we are to kill these 4 advisors, and then
And then the
would you like us
warlord.
to leave the warlord alive for you to kill?
Oh no,
Would you
I
like
will
us
be
to bring him
joining
to
you.
you?
I will be joining you in that fight.
Oh, yes. All right. So then we will get you to the warlord so that you can land the finishing blow. I'm assuming this is for. Well, someone will need to take his place, I'm assuming. And would you be at the foreground for that?
Yes, I would be.
All right. So we will let you land at least the finishing blow. I believe that is Orcish custom, correct?
It is.
Yes. All right. Yes. Okay. So, do you
Besides,
have a general
Orsinium would
idea of?
not. Besides, Orsinium would not take too kindly to their new leaders being, well, not of orcish make.
Yes, I understand. So, do you know where this camp is? Do we have a day to set up? Come with a plan? Come up with a plan of attack so that we're not just floundering?
Yes, set up with a plan. There is a town nearby where you could find the first advisor. However, be warned, he does seem to have a group of Brotherhood assassins with him at all times. Even if they're not there, they're still around. And they're quick.
I did not know that the Brotherhood was daggers for hire. Interesting. All right, so can we meet back here at your tent in 1 day's time? So we can come up with a plan of attack, or would you like to? Can she come with us to the tavern? Is that a thing? Did anybody ask Sam if we're allowed to bring guests?
I'm
This is
to be
a
honest.
general question.
Nobody
No.
asked him, no. Nobody asked him, but you are allowed to take her.
Well, I
To
guess
the
we'll
bar.
just kind of have to take her and wing it with Sam.
Yep.
Do we
Would you
we
like
actually
to
need
travel?
to take her there?
Well, she's going to be with us on the attacking foreground. I believe she should be part of the plan making.
Yes.
Plus, she has more information about our current objective than we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a win all around
Yep.
to bring her with. Unless Sam gets mad, then it's a slight lose. But it's a slight lose we'll have to risk.
Yeah. Make a Daedric god mad. That's totally a slight lose.
Well, this particular Daedric god
He's laid back as
what's gonna
fuck.
happen? We're gonna get married to a goat.
Get married to a hag raven. I thought about hangovering Gregor. And then I would have had to have a whole ass quest just to find Gregor.
Where did we
Would
last?
they even would they even go looking for him though?
That is a good question.
Would you like to pack up your tent and bring it with, or would you like to leave it here?
Oh, that's an easy one. And she basically quickly, and like, she basically quickly pulls basically the flag from her tent. The tent falls apart, and she basically quickly packs it up and stomps out the fire.
All right. Very nice. I'm glad we're using my beautiful drawing for this. You used the flag. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, so
Obviously a
I'm
structural
going to.
flag.
I'm going to start heading back to the tavern now, and just expecting her to follow us.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to follow. She's following specifically, and she's got a massive battle axe hoisted over her shoulder.
A woman
Oh.
after Gregor's own heart.
I mean,
Alright, so I'm going to.
his demand to Akatosh was booze and women. He probably was not expecting a female compatriot right out of the gate like that, though.
Oh no, it's fine for him, you know. And the whole thing is beer, meat, and broads.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to be walking with the Kajiti, and I'm be like, "Is your tail okay? Does it need healing?"
It just looks like the cartoon where it's all dented right where he stepped on it.
Makes a perfect 90-degree angle now.
Hey, Butters is just gonna like look at her with like surprise and confusion, like, why are you concerned about this one?
Us Kajiti must always stick together. If your tail is injured, I can heal it for you.
Okay, so I got the description from Andy last session, but basically you look like a well, do you look anything like your profile picture but with the hood?
I, I actually just doodled a little sketchy sketch. I'll send it to you.
He's
Yeah.
an Argonian that thinks she's a Khajiit.
I know the concept. I was gonna go for like the what is the actual appearance, so I can be like,
My hood has movable ears.
yes, the flappy ones with the full things. I love those.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I have to undynamic lighting this one. Like, give me a moment to shrink everybody so they're not god-sized.
But what
So-
if I want to be god-sized?
Yeah, what if we want to be god-sized, Nandy?
That's for late game shit.
Taking away our choice.
That's for late game shit.
He's gonna like look her in her eyes slowly, like narrow his eyes, like then look her up and down and be like, us Khajiiti?
Yes.
Can Gregor be close enough just to shake his head as he's hearing this conversation behind her back?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yes, us Kajiti. We should stick together.
He, like
literally,
looks around like to see if there's anyone else around, like
Gregor's
so
right beside her, and he's shaking his head no.
No, don't do it.
so
Do not tell her. Do not tell her.
No, not that way. He's just like, no, she's not a Khajiit. Just no, not a Khajiit.
You're a bad brother.
you are
But when she
Khajiiti?
turns around, he just smiles at her and nods.
You're a bad brother.
He's really like
He's exactly what an older brother would be doing at that point.
he's gonna think for a little bit and be like, what moon were you born under?
I love that that's the first concern out of Butters' mouth. What moon? What phase was the moons in?
What the hell made you? It's like,
Yeah.
ah, right, yes, the big one. Makes sense, probably.
I mean, there are two moons, so they were technically
I'm
born
not
under Master, I
completely
guess.
sure. I'm not completely sure which moon I was born under. My parents died when I was very young.
Okay,
But
his
the
ears just
caravan
like
raised me. But-
droop down when she says that her family died when she was young. It's like, ah, this one
So
knows the
I don't know my origins very well. But my family took care of me after my parents died. So I don't know. Apologies.
He just like puts a hand on her shoulder, like this one I understand. Being alone without real family, but you still have family.
They were real family.
Without Earth family?
But he said he was my brother's my father's brother, so that's real birth family.
Oh, then his family. Well, all his
Yes.
family.
It's uncle and cousins and 3 aunts, but only 1 uncle. But none of the aunts were related to my father. Huh. Regardless, is your tail okay? Does it need healing?
Oh no, tail is fine. And he like holds it up and just like straightens it out, and then like freezes like, oh, this one is fine. There's like this crackly noise.
She just kind of nods and she goes into the tavern and she looks around. It's pretty empty. It's pretty dark, and she calls out, "Sam."
Oh, right. I need to drag Sam back onto this.
Sam!
I need to drag Sam back onto this night version of the map.
And
Once Gregor gets in, he's like, beer and meat.
No, Gregor, you're still on silence treatment.
What? That was hours ago. We're in the
In
tavern.
the presence of in the presence of our new compatriot, you are to be silent.
It's bad. I just imagined he just did that weird pouty repeat thing.
Give me silent, maroon.
Yeah, Sam basically appears. His eyes are now actually red, but not bloodshot red, just straight red. As he approaches. Ah, yes, you've returned, and I see you brought Miss Dulubul. Fuck it, Miss Larz.
Yes.
I have a brief question out of character. Who or what is that thing between us and Sam?
Oh, you mean, him?
Yes.
Don't worry about him.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Is,
Okay,
is the bar full of
We-
patrons
we-
like normal or not?
No, it's just him at the moment.
Okay, sorry. Carry on, Nina.
Yes, we brought her along. If this is not allowed, then Gregor insisted she came along. Is it okay if she's here?
Yes, it's fine. I was actually expecting something like this to happen.
He's just gonna flick her back of the head real hard.
Oh, you can't do that. You have mammoth fingers. She's gonna start rubbing the back of her head, and she's like, "We're just gonna sit at the table. Could you bring us some snacks?" And she's just gonna kind of like limble over to the table.
Okay, so
he's just gonna mouth like he's biting meat, biting something, and then holding up a drink, and then holding his hands together.
Butters is gonna follow a female Khajiit and be like, "Does your head need healing?"
Sorry, I was muted. I don't know if you guys heard me.
Nope.
I heard you say something about rubbing your hands together.
Basically, he's gonna motion like he's eating something with one hand, holding up a drink with another, and then holding his hands together as a please.
Alright, fine. Get over here, you big lug. You're lucky the Mad God likes you. He does say that out loud.
So, I can't move my character. I can only draw.
Because you
I forgot
selected
to turn
draw
off the
instead of.
pencil.
Oh, by the way, when you actually hollered for Sam, the person here's head popped up. I knew the voice sounded familiar.
My voice? Do I know you?
And give me a moment. I've got to find him again. Recruitables, right? Yeah, that's what I have him under. Recruitable. You have, this man is in the bar now.
Soren the Flame breathes.
Yes.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, he'd be dead.
Alright, she's just gonna kind of like look at him, and she's gonna like look back at the group, and then she's gonna point at herself. She's like, "I was the only one who spoke. Do I know you?"
Give me a moment.
No, wait, no, I recognize him now. No, okay, no, I recognize
I was
him.
like, well, how do you not remember
Give me a
him? You
second.
literally called the character a DILF.
Yeah. Yes, I recognize him now. Okay. The picture was really small. I'm sorry. Okay. So she's gonna like squint in the dim light of the tavern and she's gonna go, Soren, old friend, how fare thee today?
Oh, pretty well. I just woke up here about an hour ago.
Oh, this is a magical place in the middle of nowhere. I'm surprised. Did you speak to the dragon god as well?
No, I just...
Is that how you got your superpower?
No.
Dragon god.
I got my superpower because I drink an awful lot and used to, well, I used to eat fire.
No. Wonder if I could shove some fire down that stupid dill hole's mouth and it'd finally be useful. She kind of just mumbles to herself. And
Possibly
she's
be
like, "Well,
counterintuitive.
we're here to kill a orcish warlord. Would you like to join us? Have some fun, break some skulls, etc."
I thought you were trying to create an entertainment trope.
I am. I do this as freelance on the side.
Ah, way to get funds.
Yes. Well, I think we're doing this for a boat, but it never hurts to have a friend sitting on the warlord throne of the Orcish kingdom. So if we help her get onto the throne, we've got a really good friend in the Orcish area. They could set us up with a place of like high interest for our performances and stuff. It'll work. Long run. You have to
I
think long
see.
run.
Location, location, location.
Exactly. You don't have to join us. This is just for fun. We are trying to get a boat to go kick some Dalmor butt. I don't know if that's something that would interest you.
Ah, the damn elves think they're high and mighty just because they can live thousands of years.
Yes. So would you like to join us or should I leave you to your drink?
I shall think about it. If I do choose to join you, you will find out in the morning.
Alright, take your time, Soren. And she's gonna like hug him and then she's gonna go and sit at the table.
Okay. Alright, so what's
Question,
Butters
why did-
doing with Gregor?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Butters has just gone up to the bar and is like, "This one has not eaten since." And he like stares at the guy. This one did not drink, so he like takes out like a single gold coin, like slides it across the table. Is like, "Can this one have some food, please?"
What'll it be for that one? Does Does
what
this
is
one
the
like?
tastiest thing?
Does this one want pretty picture menu?
Okay, this one.
That's condescending
like to
if I've
see
ever
what-
heard it.
I mean,
This
he
one would
is
like-
supposed to be neutral Daedra.
This one would like to see what choices they have.
Very well. Claps his hands. An illusory image of everything on the menu appears on the table. Complete
Like,
with what... It's illusionary, so, like, these are not real things. The real question is, Gregor's smart enough to realize these aren't the real things yet.
That's the question. Has he finished his plate of food?
Yes, he has.
And if it appears in front of him, of course he's going to reach to try and grab it.
Yeah. Just goes straight through. Your hand just goes straight through it.
He's just slamming his
Oh,
hands
no,
down
no.
on the... No, what hell is this? except he can't speak.
Yeah.
So he just
And tears.
Cry of manly tears, yeah. But yeah,
Okay,
so there's like horker meat, there's elk stew, there's a rabbit stew. Don't worry, it's not yours. There's a large plate of what Gregor and the wood elf were eating in the morning. And there is literally something that is just a straight up question mark.
Is this a question mark on a plate?
Just a question mark.
Are there sweet rolls?
Yes, there are. Also, you have a fuck ton of sweet rolls. Why the fuck aren't you eating them?
Because I want some food, not snack.
Then why
I
did you
only
ask
have-
for sweet rolls?
Because there's always room for more sweet rolls, Andy. Okay, so
I just
I
got a
can't
quick
argue with that
question.
statement.
How tall is Butters to Gregor?
well, Butters is 4'8".
So Butters can
You're
see up your
literally-
loincloth.
Yeah, he's perfect height for you know what.
Is there a
You're not
chair to sit
gay?
on?
Or at least bi? And you
Nope.
make commentary like that?
That's out of character commentary.
So
I'm
you're
talking about
gay,
you,
but your
Steve.
character's
No, I'm straight as an arrow. Sorry. I can just now make jokes like that, so I'm okay.
Okay, I assumed that there was some sort of like chair or stool at the bar to sit
Yes, there is.
on. Excellent. Anyway, is there any like you said there was stews? I'm trying to find something that has like, wait, are Khajiit carnivores or omnivores?
They eat both.
They're a cat, so yeah, both.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, okay, you said there was horka meat, like on kebabs or just like a plate of meat?
Both. On kebabs and an actual just straight up plate of meat. It's up to you.
He's gonna be like, could I have the kebabs and that big plate of whatever that is? And points to like the biggest plate of food that there is, whatever that is.
So basically what Gregor and Lyrel had in the morning. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well.
You just want your own con check for bonus HP, don't you?
No, just wants portable meat and a big plate of food.
Oh, he gets the plate of food first. Like the big ass plate of food. That's basically. You were not expecting it to be that huge, even though you've seen it.
It was just blown up for detail.
No, it was blown up for detail. However, it is bigger than what the image had shown you.
Ah. It was shrunk for detail.
It was shrunk for detail, yes.
This one may have bitten off more than they can chew.
I'm pretty sure that one will share it with you.
He like turns to look at Gregor, like drooling. It's just like, no. No, just a quiet, just like, no.
No. But anyway, yeah. Gregor gets a second version of that plate. Again, mainly just to keep him composed while the adults basically talk.
Yeah, he's just like continues eating.
Right. Butters is going to try and like pull the plate closer to him, but it must weigh like a good like 20 pounds. So he's like,
Yep. Yeah, you just hear a like small scraping sound against the fucking bar. Just oh.
is the meat like hand finger tender, or do I need a knife?
Oh, it's tender. Like, Gregor, there was no point in Gregor tenderizing the meat as well as he did in the morning.
Okay, he's just gonna like while he's waiting for the kebabs, he's just gonna like pick off like little handfuls of the meat and eat it while looking around the room.
Yeah, you basically see the big orc woman that knocked Gregor flat on his ass, talking with the Argonian. And she actually winds up raising her hand and asking for the strongest thing that Sam has.
He sends over Gregor.
I meant alcohol, smartass.
Now it's time for their talking session. Greg is just going to continue eating and drinking.
Yep. So yeah, Sam basically teleports Tankard to her. Thank you. All right. So the reason why this man, the first target on our list, has assassins, and let's face it, mercenaries for hire at this point, because that's what they are. They're basically just really well trained. This man is a rogue member of the Thieves Guild. Specifically of the
Wait, so the Thieves
Cyrodiilic
Guild
set.
and
Sorry.
the Thieves Guild and the Assassins are working together?
I do not believe so. After all, I did say he was a rogue member of the Thieves Guild. He
And
basically
Butters here
abandoned.
this room bar.
Perception, I guess? Or what's your passive?
Passive is 14, but he does want to listen in.
Yeah, roll me perception.
God, it has to be higher than 14. Watch me get the shittest rolls of the day.
Oh yeah, you can hear this.
All right, that's fine. Because his ears perk up when he hears the Assassin's Guild.
However, I don't believe the Dark Brotherhood members are actually part of the Brotherhood. I believe they just wanted in for the money and, of course, the reputation of being feared.
So
That makes sense, I guess. So they're
that-
just fakes.
they're like
Yes,
rogue
they are
members of the
posers.
Brotherhood.
Yes, exactly.
Bunch of posers. Massive egos.
Bunch of posers with massive egos. Kind of like that one, but at least he seems to have the muscle to show it.
That one has no ego. That one has no brains, no thoughts.
Only
Sleep,
alcohol.
drink, kill, sex. That is all that one thinks of.
I see. Shame.
Although, today it seems he has lots of men. I'm still absorbing that one. But so do you have a location of where this man lives or is staying in this town? Do you know their name? Do they live a lavish lifestyle? Would say getting a delivery be something normal for them?
Well, I
If
do
we knew
have.
where they were, we
Yes.
could go to where the Rogue Brotherhood are and kill them first. They're likely to be the ones to try and ambush us when we do stuff, but if we ambush them, they won't expect it.
Ah, yes.
Well,
Plan
no,
around the
because
plan that we are planning around their plan, so that they will in turn plan around our plan that we are planning, so we will initiate the plan we are planning around their plan to plan around our plan.
Yeah.
I love that I said that damn near perfectly.
That was impressive. I am impressed.
Which is why I just replied with a yeah, because it was right.
Major, your brilliance knows no bounds.
Well, I do not know his name, but I do know that he has. He seems to occasionally, and she drops her voice. She realizes that in order for Gregor to not hear this, she has to drop her voice real low to barely even a whisper. And she says, "Well, he frequents the local brothel as well as the bathhouse shortly thereafter, usually covered in
Well,
battle scars and, well, other types of scars."
can I try and hear that part? Because
Fresh?
brothel. Can I at least?
Are these fresh wounds?
Usually fresh wounds, yes.
From what is he doing? Fighting the hookers?
Can I hear that part?
Yes, you can hear that part because I assume that was like practically surprised and out loud.
Yes,
Fighting
it
the
was a
hookers?
surprised out loud.
Gregor just stands up,
Hookers?
looks around.
He's like, money is no object when it comes to hookers.
He storms over to the table, slams his hand down. I volunteer as tribute.
Oh, that'll be a fun session.
In all seriousness, now, if he's
And then he
constantly
storms
going
into
to
the brothel and it's nothing but men.
in all
Gregor
seriousness,
will cry.
if this guy goes into a bathhouse frequently, what's to stop a few of us being there with knives and just stab him when he hasn't got any of his gear?
Butters like gets up and slowly walks over to the table while this conversation is going on.
You do realize that he is
Like-
basically the war chief of Orsinium right now, correct? Do you really think anyone's going to basically tell the king that he can't bring his weapon into a bathhouse? I'm convinced
Wait,
the
I
man
thought we were
sleeps with the
killing off
weapon.
one of his sub-generals first.
Oh yes, that too.
I have an out of
That's
character
who-
question.
I thought we were talking
Yeah,
about the
I'm
first
sorry.
one.
Like my mind went to Big Bad.
Oh, we're doing small bad first.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
small bads first.
Yeah.
Because my question was going to be, how do you not know the name of the general that you're killing, the big guy? I thought that was, you said you didn't know his name.
No, I know the name of the big guy. It's the small guy. He
Yeah,
constantly wears a hood. He's wearing a robe all the time. It's as though he could have potentially been part of the Mages Guild or just stole a robe off of a mage and pretended to be a mage, or just concealing his identity.
This one has some experience dealing with mages quietly, especially if they are used to going into a bathhouse and coming out with wounds.
You
No,
didn't
they
hear the
come out
full
of
sentence, did you?
The brothel. They come out of the brothel with wounds.
Even better. Men with their pants down also have their guards down.
My dear Kajit, are you volunteering?
Does the person have to be disposed of with as little fuss as possible?
That
This one is not
would be
in-
ideal, yes.
This one is not good with brawls or large fights, but
This one is. Cracks
he
knuckles.
pulls out from inside the sleeve of his wrist this long, very thin, almost invisible cord, and just like wraps it around his fingers a few times. This one is used to doing things quietly.
So you are volunteering to be mate.
Did you say bait or mate?
Yes.
you started pulling something out of your thing, and I was like, oh my god, pull out a bottle, like a vial of poison. All I could think of was that guy from Killing Gunter.
I love that movie so much. Leans out the window, hawks the poison. Did I get him?
Unfortunately,
they
with some of
pulled
these
out a
characters,
garrote
I'm
wire.
getting more of an image of. I'm getting more of an image of some of these characters of Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
That's
Oh, I
what
fucking
that's what
love
this
that
is
movie
starting
so
to shape
much.
up as.
Oh my fucking god! It's not even 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, yeah. Butters was like, yeah. His ears like splay back a bit in frustrations. Like this one has been in such situations before.
I see.
I think perhaps meeting this man at the bathhouse. He is expecting a fight if he goes into the brothel. If he comes out with wounds, he is obviously expecting some sort of tussle. But going to the bathhouse, he is expecting to relax. I think that perhaps cornering him in the bathroom would be the best place. No? Just me?
No,
I
that
think it
makes
would be
sense.
fine.
Yeah, Miss Lars is actually like contemplating it, and she's like, "I agree."
This one thinks that we should watch them first to see their schedule, how long they take. He
Not
stops
it.
and thinks. Remember, is there a limit to the time we have to do this?
Well, according from what I gather, especially in this place, looks over at Sam. We have all the time in the world.
We can literally just go back like 5 minutes before anything, and this thing travels through
Romano, I
time
have
as
come to
well.
bargain.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of following his schedule, we could watch him for one day. Go right. He's going into the bath right now. The time is
Yep.
like 7:15 or something. Go back to Sam's place. Go right. We need to go back to 7:10. Get back into the into the bathhouse. Get ready to stab him.
Yep, pretty much.
And I imagine it wouldn't be difficult to intimidate the bathhouse workers to leave us alone for a bit, and we take their place.
Well, it depends on whether or not the bathhouse workers are with them or against them. It could be even easier.
Yeah, they could help us out.
I might
So
check
we
in
need
the
to
beginning
intimidate
of the
them.
day before he goes to the bathhouse. Besides, she lifts her arm and sniffs herself. I could use one.
Did Gregor hear that the woman he's attracted to is going to go and take a bath?
Depends. Were you guys talking loud enough?
Why don't you come over to us?
Because
Yes.
he's eating and drinking. And apparently Sam knows that's what he does. And he specifically said to keep Gregor busy so the adults can talk. So he's just
By
keeping
the
him
way,
fed.
I'm assuming that Butters has had the kebabs by now. He offers one of
Yes.
the kebabs to the orc lady and to the Khajiit person.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, on second thoughts, he only offers it to the Khajiit person. That makes more sense in character.
Okay. I see how you was.
He actually stops for a second. He's like, this one is sorry. We're talking about this plan of assassinations. Should we know each other's names?
Oh, yes, of course. Where's my manners? My name is Dulubul Larz.
Right.
That's the name that popped up on the name generator. It was the only one that I could actually pronounce.
Let's add that to my list.
I put it in D&D general chat a while ago. Or last week when I said it.
I'm just gonna write it how it's spelled, how it's pronounced. Dulubul Larz.
Yeah, Dulubul Larz.
Okay.
I feel like you're just calling us gullible lawyers, and I don't understand why you're doing this. And now I'm very suspicious of this character.
No. That's a completely different NPC, I promise. Just wait till you meet Florida Man.
I am not at a point where I am comfortable sharing that information with all of you yet. So you can call me Scratch.
Then I take it you are Sniff. She immediately turns to Butters.
He just sort of looks at her because he doesn't get the joke. She's like, no.
Ah, shame. You look like a Sniff.
No, this is Bite.
Scratch and bite?
Bite and Scratch.
Bite and scratch. Got it.
Does that make the big one at the bar bark?
He just sort of
No,
like he stares at Scratch and is like, just shrugs and shakes his head.
We just call the one at the bar Oaf.
Ah. Seems somewhat fitting. Meanwhile, Soren decides to engage Gregor in a drinking contest.
What's this then?
Soren asks Sam for his strongest drink. Which he is given. Gregor, you catch a wind. You catch a whiff of this. And you know it's the very same thing that made you drunk in the morning without you even tasting it.
You see an ephemeral hand waft out of the keg towards you like in a cartoon, beckon under your nose, and you float towards it.
Question, is Sam still on the other side of that bar? I thought he was with the others.
Yes, Sam is still on the other side. He just
Damn.
gave the orc woman gave the orc woman the strongest thing. Literally the exact same thing that Soren is drinking.
Yeah, he's going. He's just like pointing at the cup, pointing at him.
You want a cup too? Very well, if you insist. He basically grabs a tankard as well, and basically fills it up to just the brim of the top, where the foam is somewhat pouring over the tankard. And Soren basically leans over and goes, "Cheers."
And he clanks the tankards together.
Yep.
And he downs it.
Yep. Constitution save, disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
This is his strongest drink.
$19.
Yeah, you still fail that save.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Daedric Prince of Debauchery's strongest drink. Do you really think the DC is not going to be higher than 20?
This is fair.
And Soren rolled a nat 1.
Yes! At least I did better than him. That's all I care about.
So he just immediately, after chugging the entire tankard, just drops. with
Gregor's
a
just-
loud thud.
Gregor's just gonna point and laugh at him.
All right. So back
Why
to
is the bar on the ceiling?
Looks at him and goes, and then collapses on top of him.
yeah, fucking delayed drunk reaction. Oh shit! Ow!
Yeah, he's just, uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
He says,
there goes
"Uh-oh."
there goes the floor.
More like Boo from Monsters Inc., where she's like giggling about the painting. She just drops on the bed and passes out.
That works really well for that.
I'm trying to turn my character's icon upside down. It won't let me. There we go. Ah,
There you go.
'cause he just fell over sideways.
Yep. Alright, back to the table now that they're both passed out. Alright, so I believe we have a game plan. Watch his movements during the day and hopefully come up with the rest of the game plan, and when he is at his most weakest, which is likely at the bathhouse, we strike.
We should go check the
Yes.
bathhouse.
We should
to
have-
see it.
We should have someone set up in the brothel. We should have set up to tail him outside of his home, and we should have someone set up in the bathhouse, honestly, so that we can get, as it happens, interactions with everything.
Oh, will take us about a day and a half's worth of travel to actually arrive there. I'm certain we could talk about this in the morning as to who's going
Wait, we
where.
couldn't just take the town closer?
It takes a while to recharge, Sam says sheepishly.
Do you have, like, horse?
I do. That'll cut the time in
Yes?
about in half. Still a day's travel, but nonetheless, I do have horsies. Real
Wait,
question is, do we
wouldn't it
have a
be
horse big
3/4?
enough for him?
Oh,
Looks
we'll
at
just
Gregor.
drag him behind. It'll be fine.
Do you have
Gregor
ropes
will
strong
just carry
enough?
the horse when he gets too tired. Yeah, Gregor will carry the horse when the horse gets too tired.
saddle up Gregor. Have the horse ride him for a change.
I'm more likely to eat the horse and gain its strength, and then carry on running myself.
Yeah, that'll be fun for you to find out about
What
something.
is your character? I don't actually know, like, what your character looks like or what species they are or
Who, me?
you. Yeah.
You with the face.
I am a wood elf. The character image is what my character looks like in terms of face.
It's so very tiny. I'm sorry.
Alright, give me a minute.
You make it bigger.
Whee!
Make it bigger.
There we go. But other than that, she wears furs and leathers that look like they have been made directly from animals. Not wearing
Well, I
anything
mean-
you'd consider armor.
Okay.
Yeah, like rough construction, not like properly tailored or anything like that.
Oh,
has-
okay.
And has a long sword strapped to her back and a couple of knives.
Alrighty.
She's only about 5'2". Wood elves are not particularly tall.
No, yeah, I know. It makes sense. Alright. Okay, so do we do this when it's daylight? Should we leave when it's daylight, or are we going to travel through the night?
It'd probably be best to leave in daylight. There are certain things outside right now that may or may not be friendly. It is much safer to travel in the day than it is at night, especially for the Blackford one. No offense, you just look like someone could snap you like a toothpick.
He just shrugs like, this one prefers not to get caught.
Okay, so So, we should go talk to Sam about getting you a room here. Yes.
Already taken
And
care of,
gets
lass.
up. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sam. We
Of
should
course.
just call it a night then, right? And start our
Yes.
investigation tomorrow.
Indeed.
Is it okay if we leave Gregor on the floor? I don't think we could take him up anyways.
Actually, Miss Larz walks over to Gregor, grabs him by the scruff of the neck.
Humans don't have scruff necks.
I'm making one.
So hairy, it's like a sweater. He grabs all the sweater.
All of his hair's on his chest, though, not on his back.
Okay, fine.
It's a joke.
Then she rolls him over and grabs him by the chest hair.
Like a carry handle for a handbag.
Pretty much.
I mean, she also doesn't have to do that. There's a fucking, like, leather strap across his chest.
Okay, anyway.
No,
Go
she's
grab
doing
the
this
leather
unnecessarily
strap,
anyway.
grabs the hair.
Exactly. She's doing this unnecessarily difficultly just to fuck with people. And she basically drags Gregor to her room.
To her room?
No. I said a room.
That is not what you said.
That is not what you said.
No, I said
Brandon.
a room.
No, that's not what you said.
I said a room. I know what I said.
For the record, Lyra would have introduced herself as well when it was going on, but interruptions happened.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's cool.
I blame Steve.
I blame myself.
I blame you too.
I blame you as well. All right.
Fun and a little character background. It would have been a kind of a forced politeness introduction, including a title of representative of the Phelan Wood.
Yes. Anyway, that concludes the session for today.